In today's episode, Chef Yossel shows us how to make his delicious Denver strip steak with Passover-inspired Matzo Brei using Prairie Street's beef Denver strip.
I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. Wow, that is delicious. That is absolutely incredible. Cooked to perfection. Denver strip steaks. Delicious. Hi, welcome to the Prairie Street Co. Culinary Kitchen. Today I am your chef, Chef Yossel, and today we will be using these Denver steaks to make our Denver strip steak with some Passover-inspired Matzo Brei. The Denver steak here is a very family-friendly, delicious cut of meat. It's a quick sear and slice kind of piece of meat, like I like to call it. It's very, very easy to cook, as you will see very, very soon. Beautiful marbleization, comes from the shoulder. It's a muscle that's not really moved too much, so very, very tender, juicy. What more can you love from a good piece of beef? It is time to get the meat started. So we have our cast iron. This is my favorite way to cook steaks. Get it ripping hot. So that's exactly what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna turn our stoves on high. We're gonna let that preheat for a couple of minutes. We're gonna get that really, really hot. In the meantime, while that is getting hot, you do want to make sure that you take your steaks out of the fridge like a good 45 minutes to hour before you cook them. If you want that really hard, beautiful sear, you wanna go with room temperature meat. So I have my meat at room temp. Pan is really, really hot. We're just gonna start by seasoning. So some salt, always seasoned from above, a little bit of pepper here. Okay, now a note, when you are using a grill pan like this, because you have the lines, if you pour oil onto the pan, which is usually what I suggest, heat your pan dry and then pour oil into the pan, you don't want to do that on here because your oil is just going to sit on the bottom and it's not going to actually get onto the grill line. So we're actually going to oil up our meat over here on the side. We are going to grab our steaks, hot pan. We're going to definitely want that sear. We definitely want that sizzle. We definitely want that smoke. Those are all good indications that your pan is hot and ready to go. If you do want to test it, drop a little oil on your pan. That is smoke. That means you are smoking hot and ready to sear. So, meat down. Definitely give it a nice little push. This is super hot. It's going to sear pretty quickly. And here I'm going to be finishing it in the oven. So we're just going to get those nice grill marks on the outside. Then we're going to pop it back on our tray, pop it back into the oven for a few minutes just to cook it up. We're looking to cook it to about 120 degrees. And then we're going to take it out and let it rest, bringing it up to 125, that perfect mid-rare. It's going to be nice and red on the inside. So if we look here, those are some beautiful grill marks here. If you are looking to get that steakhouse look on your steaks, you want to turn the meat around. And when you pick it up, you'll see you get that nice steakhouse grill look. And we're just going to go on the other side here. Again, we are not trying to cook it, we're just trying to sear it because we're going to finish it in the oven here. This pan is going to be very, very hot, so just push it to the back, use some towels, and let it cool off. Okay, we have our meat seared. It looks beautiful. You have the grill marks. We're going to pop it in the oven. I have the oven at 400 degrees. Again, we're looking to cook it up to 120, and it's going to rest up to 125 for a few minutes. It should be just a few minutes. Okay, our Denver strip steaks are out of the oven. They cooked for a few minutes. They have rested for a few minutes. We are just about 120, a little over 125. They are medium rare. They are pink. They are beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice this up. So as always, cut your meat against the grain. So our grain is going this way, so I'm just gonna slice against the grain right over here. And as you can see, that is pink all the way through. It is beautiful. Okay, sliced up, ready to plate. But first, definitely gotta try it. That is juicy, cooked to perfection. Such a simple piece of meat, a little bit of salt and pepper. That is delicious. That is amazing. Beautiful piece of meat, slice and serve. But, you know, YB's in the kitchen, so we're gonna have some fun. As you see here, we have a couple different things. The one thing I will note is we definitely mentioned the Matzo Brei earlier. Very, very simple. We have some matzah, break it up into some smaller pieces, some water, some eggs, some salt, some pepper, and a frying pan. And that's really it. What I went ahead and did over here is I took the Matzo Brei and I pushed it down, I pressed it overnight in the fridge, and that just compacted it, and then I went ahead and fried it up into these little beautiful cubes. So that's kind of cool. And then we're gonna cut the meat a little differently. So we're going to take this, one of my favorite pairings when it comes to steak is some alliums, some onions, pearl onions, scallions, chives. I love them all when it comes to steak. So here we have a little bit of just a green scallion emulsion. We're gonna go right down in the middle of the plate here. Next up, we're gonna build Next over here, I have a little egg jam. We're just gonna do some small little dollops. Now we're just gonna finish that off here with some fun charred scallion curls. And there you have it, Denver strip steak with my savory Matzo Brei, using Prairie Street's Denver strip steak. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. Wow, that is delicious. The beefiness, the fattiness from the egg, the freshness from the herbs and the scallion, that is absolutely incredible. Cooked to perfection. Denver strip steaks. These are such an easy piece of meat for anybody, family friendly, in their house to cook. Sear, slice, and serve. There you have it. Thank you so much for joining me today in the kitchen. New recipes every single Sunday on the Prairie Street YouTube channel. Go to the website, buy the meat, find more recipes, more content, all great stuff. Every good dish starts with a great product. So definitely check out Prairie Street for your next Denver strip steak or every other cut of meat.
Subscribe to our channel now and set your notifications so you don't miss our latest recipes and chef-led tutorials. Then head over to prairiestreet.co to shop for your next big meal.